So for the first part of this perspective assignment, we're going to draw two different cubes, one from a top view and one from a bottom view. A lot of you may have noticed that there's a perspective guides tool in Sketchbook, and I've posted a video in the Canvas module in case you want to go through and find out what these different tools do. You can experiment with that. But for this assignment, we're just going to be using the ruler tool. This is a traditional way of drawing these three-dimensional items. So with my ruler tool on, I'm going to make a 0-degree line, and this is my horizon line. I'm going to draw it along the top third of my screen here. Then with my ruler tool toggled off, I'm going to make a little point here, and then I'll make another one over here because this is 2-point perspective. If you were doing this with the perspective guide tool, I would set my points outside of my screen, but for this one you need to be able to see them, so it's okay if you have it inside here. So with my ruler tool again, I'm going to set this at a 90-degree angle, and I'll do this line of my cube here. So this will be the front edge. Now all my angled lines have to go through one or the other of my points. Then I'll do the other side. So this is the front edge of my cube. Okay, from here you need to decide where the edges of your box are. You need to put your ruler back at 90 degrees. I'm going to make the box long on one side. I'm going to make it shorter on the other. Make sure you're getting that ruler back to 90 degrees for your vertical lines on all of them. Now from the top of my box, I need to carry this back to the horizon line. Then from the other side of my box, I need to carry this back to the horizon line. Okay, toggle my ruler off. Okay, now at this point you can do two things. You can go back in and you can try and erase these little edges here, or you can make a new layer, and you can even try a different brush. And you can go back in and you can sketch over just your box. If you move your ruler with one finger, it will keep the angle. So when you have your 90-degree angle, you can move your ruler with one finger by putting your one finger inside the ruler. Okay, now I can go and I can turn my sketch layer off, my ruler off, and I have my cube. And now I can go in if I want to and shade the inside of it so that it looks more three-dimensional. Okay, so for my bottom view cube, I'm going to do the same thing, but from the other side. Discard that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring my ruler back, but this time I'm going to put the ruler towards the bottom. Toggle my ruler off, put in my points. Okay, ruler on. Okay, so that's the front edge of my cube. If you accidentally put your fingers outside the ruler, it will turn your canvas instead of your ruler, and you have to set it back to 0 degrees. And there isn't a way to lock your canvas. I looked, and that's just a problem you'll have to be aware of and be able to set it back. All right. So I'm going to make this side the long side, make this side a short side. Okay. Remember, I bring the top back to the opposite line, the opposite perspective point. Okay, and that finishes off my bottom view cube. Make a new layer, pick my pen, turn my ruler back on, and now I'm going to go and trace my finished cube. And, whoops. This is not a complicated assignment, so I expect you to do a good, neat, and clean job with this. Okay, I can turn my sketch layer off, turn my ruler off, and I have the bottom view cube that I can go in and shade.